Peter Canavan, GAA expert. Leinster, Connacht, Munster and Ulster Football Championship Finals. Peter Canavan's predictions. With all 4 provincial finals down for decision this weekend, Sky Sports Gaelic football pundit Peter Canavan gives his verdict on the deciders in Leinster, Connacht, Munster and Ulster. It's a big weekend with all 4 provincial finals down for decision. Dubs still ahead of coming Kildare. This is Dublin's first real test of the summer. Sponsored link. How to achieve greater flexibility and innovation in 2022. The Wall Street Journal. Recommended by Kildare are more than capable of competing with Dessie Farrell's charges. I would think the Lilywhites still have quite a bit to go in terms of their development. They have made massive progress under Glenn Ryan and his backroom team. They are clearly a united team, playing for one another. And they were unlucky to be relegated from Division 1 in the National League, given the quality of football they played during the springtime, losing out narrowly a number of games. They did not deserve to go back down to Division 2. But while Kildare are a team on the up, Dublin have found their mojo again. The Dubs have been moving well in their last 2 games, beating Wexford and Meath. There is a lightness to their feet again, and their movement has been top-notch. I fully expect them to retain the Delaney Cup. Given Kildare's firepower, they need to go after the reigning champions. That could leave them vulnerable at the back, and that's what would worry me. The Dublin forward line, particularly with Con O'Callaghan back in the shape that he's in, could do damage. Ryan's outfit have scored 3-43 across their first 2 games this summer, so their forwards are capable of hurting Dublin at one end. But they could be in for a busy afternoon at the back, with the way this Dublin team is scoring at the minute. Kildare won this fixture in the league, and that will give them huge confidence. But Newbridge in the winter is worlds apart from Croke Park at the end of May. Dublin love playing at HQ. They maximize the width and size of the pitch in order to create scoring opportunities. I just can't see the Lilywhites coping with the style of this Dublin team at the minute. If they get within 6 or 7 points of the Dubs, I think they will be doing well. Galway to edge a narrow Connacht final. I would put the tribesmen down as slight favourites here. It will be fascinating to see how both teams approach this game from a tactical standpoint. We know that Galway are a potent force going forward, but we witnessed another side to them against Mayo when they played a defensive style. Will they set up in a similar manner on Sunday? Or will they go after Roscommon and play a more expansive game plan? It's a big decision for Padraic Joyce. The Rossies will have no fear of their opponents. They have already beaten them twice this year. In previous seasons, Galway may have gone into this fixture thinking that they are head and shoulders above Roscommon. But they are not. Anthony Cunningham's side have quality players all over the field. They're robust, physical, and are not found wanting when it comes to intensity. So much will depend on the forwards. Damien Comer and Shane Walsh, against Donny Smith and Enda Smith, who always plays well against Galway. It will be a close game. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to extra time. But I can't see Galway allowing Roscommon to beat them 3 times in a row. Kerry will have too much for Limerick. Billy Lee has overseen a remarkable success story. At the start of the year, not many would have picked Limerick for promotion from Division 3 or to reach a Munster final. But this is a huge step up. Saturday will be all about being competitive and making life difficult for the Kingdom. The treaty will take heart from how Cork were able to frustrate Kerry by playing a double sweeper, dropping one of their midfielders back. I wouldn't be surprised if they set up in a similar manner. But when you look at the strength of Jack O'Connor's panel, and the quality he has to spring from the bench, Kerry will have too much for Limerick. The bookmakers might not be too far wrong in predicting a significant winning margin here. Donegal to pass Derry test? I would put Donegal as slight favourites here. The big issue is hunger and motivation. When they were last in an Ulster final 2 years ago, the hungrier team won. They were bested by Cavan on intensity, and this is Donegal's 10th Ulster final in 12 years, and if they show any signs of going through the motions, then Derry will eat them up. I wrote last week about how the Oakleaf County are the real deal. There is a great energy around the county of Derry at the minute, and the supporters are getting behind this team. As their wins over Tyrone and Monaghan have shown, they are well set up and know exactly what they are doing. I think Declan Bonner will look to replicate the Derry style. Donegal will play with 15 behind the ball. They have the ball carriers to play that type of game. The speed is there to deploy a counter-attacking style. They also have the players who can score from distance. I don't think Donegal will be as wayward in their finishing as Monaghan were. So if they can match the intensity of Derry, then I expect Donegal will have the firepower to see this one out.